This is the Midha Rice Serum. Today I'm going to be doing a full review and overview of a serum that I've been using lately. So this promises to be a gentle, barrier supporting, brightening serum that doesn't feel heavy. So in this video I will walk you through the brand, the ingredients, how to apply it, what my skin felt like, and if this serum delivers on the promises. So first off, the brand. Midha is a Korean skincare brand. This brand seems to be all about rice-based skincare. So it's made with rice bran, rice water, rice germ, etc. Their products range from a rice pure toner, rice milk lotion, rice cream, and of course this rice serum. I think it's really interesting that the entire brand is completely focused about rice as their main ingredient. So they use rice-derived ingredients to accomplish all sorts of things, from hydrating to brightening your skin and as well as restoring your skin barrier. So the product itself is this rice serum. This is from their moisture line of products, and this serum is formulated with a high proportion of rice-derived water, which is rice bran water. Right there on the packaging, you see that 73% of the ingredients in this serum come from rice. So this serum is marketed as an everyday serum that you can layer under your other products. Some of the benefits that it claims to have are hydration, brightening, barrier support. It comes in a 50 milliliter plastic bottle. It does come with a dropper dispenser. This retails on Amazon for about $35, which I think is actually very high. I found this bottle at my local Marshall's for about $15, which I think is a much more reasonable price. $35 just seems like a little bit high for me. So let's dig into the key ingredients, what's inside, because I feel like that's kind of the most important part of skincare. So at the top of the list, you have the Ariza Sativa or rice bran water, which has a huge proportion of the formulation. It is mostly made of this one ingredient. This ingredient is supposed to brighten, soothe, and nourish your skin. So this rice bran water contains some acids that are really good for your skin, like ferulic acid and phytic acid, also niacinamide-like compounds that help with dullness and uneven skin tone. All of these are supposed to exfoliate, hydrate your skin. And basically the way that you make this is by boiling the rice bran, which is the outer layer of the rice grain, in water, and that allows it to release all sorts of antioxidants and vitamins and natural acids that are supposed to be good for your skin. My mom has actually made her own rice water for years. I've heard this from her years ago. So I think that this ingredient is definitely not surprising. It is not new. I feel like it's been used in Korean and maybe Asian skincare for a long time. Some of the other ingredients are the common humectants, which we find in a lot of skincare. They're glycerin, which is a great moisturizer. You also have butylene glycol and propanediol. Those are all humectant ingredients. Another active type of ingredient in the serum is niacinamide, which helps with brightening and barrier support. This is also made with rice germ extract, and rice germ is basically the embryo of the rice, which is the tiniest, most inner part of the rice grain. It is concentrated with a lot of vitamins, antioxidants, fatty acids. So this is also a really important ingredient in this skin care line. This serum is also made with a complex of ceramides. You have ceramide NP and SAP, and it lists kind of all of them. These are fatty acids and skin barrier lipids. And this also claims to be alcohol free. So no alcohols that are drying, no fragrances, no essential oils. It claims to be vegan and cruelty free. So overall, a pretty clean formulation. So with that formulation, I think that this serum definitely leads into the more hydrating, repairing, gentle type of serum rather than the heavy exfoliation, heavy active ingredients like retinoids. So this is definitely going to be more of a soothing and repairing skincare product. and not going to deliver any drastic results. So as for the texture and how I use it, like I said before, it comes with a dropper applicator. It is a clear serum. It is fairly lightweight, almost like a watery gel. And then while being watery, it does have a little bit of a kind of a stretch, a little bit of like a slimy feel, but not too much. And once you work it in, it does just kind of melt and act a lot like a watery gel. This absorbs into your skin fairly easily, melts into a very nice liquid. It absorbs fairly quickly, I would say 1 to 2 minutes, and it basically has absorbed into my skin. And I like that it leaves a really smooth base and just gives you a nice little sheen on your skin. I personally use a full dropper, apply it to my hands, and then pat and spread it over my skin. Just work it in, gently pat it with my fingertips, let it set for 1 to 2 minutes, and then I follow it up with a moisturizer. I really love that because this is so lightweight, it works really well with all of the moisturizers that I tried this with, which is about 3. I also enjoy that you can use this both in the morning and the evening. I think that really makes it a really easy product to integrate into your skincare routine because it's so lightweight. It doesn't feel heavy. It has a little bit of a slip and maybe just the slightest tacky feeling that's very similar to just the feeling of a light moisturizer on your skin. I do like that it gives my skin a very nice, healthy glow. You can see the difference between the two sides of my face. One side has the serum applied and the other one doesn't. And I do feel like it gives your skin a very nice finish and a really nice glow, but also works really well with all of the other skincare products you might use. So this is probably what you're most interested in, and that's the effects and if I've actually noticed a difference. I would say that when I use this serum, my skin definitely feels more supple and hydrated, especially after a few uses. I've used this for about 2 to 3 weeks. I think it does give you that immediate plumped, moisturized, and just a healthy feel to your skin without feeling any heaviness or any extreme tackiness. I would say that this is really good at giving you a supple and moisturized skin. I think that on days that I notice my skin has a little bit of irritation or redness from maybe my active products like tretinoin, I apply this and I do notice that it does a great job at calming my skin down, just giving it a little bit more of that gentle treatment. So that would be the biggest benefit that I have noticed out of using this. What I do not get from this serum is like a hardcore, dramatic brightening effect or maybe an aggressive exfoliation. I didn't notice any diminishing of my dark spots or texture or scarring. So that would definitely be a different type of product that has more active ingredients. This is definitely more of the lightweight. If you have dry skin and you just want a little bit more hydration and kind of a refreshed look, this is a great option. That leads perfectly into who I think this is best suited for. I think that if you have normal to dry, normal skin types, you want a lightweight serum just to boost hydration, this is a great bet. Also, if you have combination skin type and you don't want a very heavy texture, this will be great. I think anyone whose skin is a little bit irritated from using a lot of active ingredients, if you need some repair, this is worth checking out. And those that want maybe a really gentle easing into brightening and exfoliation, but you're not quite ready for some of those extreme active ingredient products like retinol, I think this is a good way to ease yourself into those effects. And also if you're one of those people that are really value clean makeup, clean skincare, this is a great formulation and just a good brand to check out. So who is this not ideal for? And I would say if you have very oily skin and you want a more matte finish, you don't want that oily, hydrated feel on your skin, this is not it. Also on the flip side, if you have very dry skin and you need something heavier, more moisturizing, if you want more of that occlusive layer or a thick cream, this will probably not do a whole lot for you. Also, if you have very problem skin, if you have deep pigmentation, acne scars, you would probably want stronger ingredients in your skincare to help tackle those problems. So as for the pros and cons, I think some of the benefits are that this is lightweight and has great texture. Another one is that it's barrier supporting ingredients and just made with a great formulation. This is very gentle and layering friendly. Some of the bad things or things you might not love is because it's so gentle, you will not see dramatic results. This is definitely a very gradual and gentle product. If your skin needs some heavy occlusion or intense moisture or intense brightening, this by itself will not do it for you. And finally, the price. I do think that $35 for a bottle of serum like this is pretty high. So overall, I think it checked a lot of the boxes. It's comfortable, it's great for daily use, it has good texture, it's not uncomfortable, it layers well with other products, it does give your skin a nice plump and a good calmness to kind of restore your barrier, especially when you're trying out a lot of products or using a lot of active ingredients. So yes, I would recommend it if that's what you're looking for. It's a very great basic serum. If you are, however, just really into more heavy, intense treatments, if you need wrinkle treatments, maybe skin spots, I think that this will not do it for you and you might be a little bit disappointed. So I hope that that provided a kind of a good overview of what this serum is all about and what I thought about it. If you have enjoyed this review, please be sure to subscribe to my channel. Also hit the notification bell to be notified anytime I put out videos just like this. If you have any suggestions for products to review, be sure to comment down below and just generally let me know what you think about this serum if you've tried this before. Thanks so much, and I'll see you guys again next time.